Hello, in this episode of the Tim of Borg show, we're going to have a look at the Ferengi Nandi or Nandi Warship Tier 6, which was a free thing from the summer event with the Risa Summer Event, which I think is over now anyway. So you should either have it or not, and if you didn't get it during that event, then you can't get it anywhere else, I don't think. Anyway, let's have a look. It's a tier 6 ship, so you get all these Starship Mastery unlocks. And this is a character where I've unlocked them all. So we're going to have a look at what they are. They're the 5% accuracy on your weapons, precise weapon systems. Enhanced weapon banks, increased critical severity, a 15% extra critical severity. You get devastating weaponry, an extra 2.5% critical chance, so that's really good as well. And enhanced weapon systems with 10% kinetic and 10% all energy damage increase. And also you get a Starship trait. The last one is a trait. Unlock, power bonus, drain immunity, minus weapons power cost after using energy siphon, tachyon beam, or Tychon's rift. So if we go to traits here, we'll see I've got 4 Starship traits. There's one that came from the Kaboli ship. There's one that came from, I think, specializations once I got intelligence unlocked. Greedy emitters, can't remember where that came from. But that's right, temporal insight came from Delta Recruit. And greedy emitters is the one from this ship that we're doing the review on. So I don't know, I think that means you get extra 50% more weapons power because it doesn't cost you as much power. And gives you extra, so it gives you extra power when you're using these things, using the energy siphon, Tychon beam, or interesting. There's another trait that I'm missing, it looks like, from there that I've got on other guys, which came from a mission. Anyway, so let's take a look at the build. I've got anti-protons, radiant anti-proton beam there. It's upgraded to Mark 14. That's the only radiant one. The rest are just normal anti-protons, but they're all anti-protons, except for this one's ancient, and that one's no, it is anti-proton, so is that one. This one's not anti-proton, it's just a normal beam, which is why I've got that thing there. And I've got just the standard anti-proton mag regulators all upgraded to Mark 14. That's as far as they would go. There was some bug with, I think, one of them that wouldn't go further, and I kept pouring money into it, and it wouldn't go up. Anyway, zone 0 point energy conduit, that's all up, and that's not upgraded. Sustained radiant field, binaural gel pack, Nikara particle converter, assimilated modules. This is the unique console that you get with the ship as well. It's the metaphasic solar capacitor. So it gives you 13% extra exotic damage and 15% almost to shield heals. You can't upgrade that. And it's got a button, right? And you'll see that button here, like that new button. Okay, and then I got this one here from the Kaboli Samsar ship. And this is from a mission. There's a Delta Recruit Temple Negotiator, which resets these buttons. It's this one here. And on the shields, there's the Jemadar. The Warp Core is the Obelisk. The Impulse is the Jemadar. Everything's upgraded, all except for this Jemadar thing that was originally 11, so now it's 12. But I haven't made it 14 yet. Don't really need the ship to go faster. It doesn't really give you anything extra. Deflector, Kaboli deflector. What I'm trying to work towards and what I've already obtained is, and I've got a few extra modules here that I couldn't fit in, as you can see. And on some other ships, I'm trying to get, on my other tunes, these things, the deflector, the full space set. But yeah, don't have it yet. Working towards the hyper impulse engines there on that thing. Some of the other characters I've already got the deflector. Right, so what we'll do for the rest of this video is I'll do a red alert to show you how good the ship is. We'll fight the Tholians. I would have picked any kind of space battle, quickest thing I can get into. And then after this we will look at my Nandi ship on my other toons and see how I've how I've configured it on the other toons. It's pretty much just like my other toons were for. What's going on here? Okay, my internet. But I guess my ship builds have changed a little bit since last time I shared them. I'm just using this.
Security must be maintained in this sector.
So it's a pretty good looking ship. See, the Jemadar shields make it look really awesome. I like it, and the Borg thing on there as well. And it kills stuff fast. It's good at killing stuff. I've put my resolution to 800 pixels this time because I like to upload at 720p, not 1080p. I can't handle that on my internet. It takes all day to just do a long 720p video. Okay. So the problem with this ship is that it's easier to die in. You sort of got to focus on not dying. It's a good ship if you like flying around, being a pilot. Oh, you can see how I've set up my powers here as well. I'll go into more depth on that later and try to remember to check out the stations on all the different characters, because I set up the stations for this Nandi ship different on each toon. Well, not completely different, but there's a general theme. They're all similar kind of, but they're all a bit different too. My first reaction to the ship when I got it was that it's flying backwards, of course. It does kind of look like that. Don't remember the Ferengi ships sort of flying in that direction from Star Trek The Next Generation. But I guess maybe I should go back and have another look because I'm not certain. Anyway, it just kind of looks like that's the saucer section and that's the rear and the engines. But actually that's the bridge there. These are the engines that are at the front, and that's kind of like the drive section. I don't know. Maybe it's just a big cargo hold because they are Ferengis and they're obsessed with collecting money, and they probably want to have a cargo hold that would be large. I like using the attack patterns on this ship, although I just realised I don't have the trait that enhances that on this toon, but I do on the other toons. I've just got to get it for this guy. Bit of an oversight. This button's pretty cool, but it doesn't really do much. These other ones work better, the Kaboli ones. Alright, that's done. So as you can see, I can kill stuff pretty easily. It is possible to die against the Iconians, so nearly died then against the Tholians. They can be pretty tough though, as well. I think this ship had a special seat or something. What was it? Here. Yes, it's got a pilot station anyway. I think that kind of might have reset. I don't know. If that was where it was supposed to be. So that's how I've set it up there. It's got 2 tactical seats, so you've got to use a lot of tactical things. So I like having the tactical team and the beam array and beam overload, and then you've got to have some attack patterns. Yeah, and I've also tried to make all my people purple quality. I've done that recently. I've changed some of my people around. So there, see this person, it's all purple, very rare officers. I still had old ones before this, and I just realized from watching other videos, people saying that the better quality people make your, you know, make your gameplay better, improve your chances or something. Anyway, so let's just quickly check out the other configurations. So that was on, I think, Tim, the engineer, this one. We'll go in a full circle. Robin's the Klingon. He's the only person who's not using it yet because he's still at 38, so he's got that. I did, I think, my last video, 2 videos on him. All right, so who's this? I think this is Romy, the Romulan science officer. Maybe. Yep. So that's what this Nandi looks like, because it doesn't have the same sort of shields on it. I haven't unlocked all the masteries yet. I know I should have. I'm a bit behind in the last few weeks. Been a bit busy doing other real world stuff. Anyway, besides that, that's how I've configured it there. It's almost the same. Got Kaboli. Oh, this is full Kaboli set, that's right. As soon as I like the Kaboli ship with this guy, so I've decided as soon as the mastery is unlocked on this one, he's going to go back to the Kaboli ship. And after, I also want to do a review of the Kaboli ship. I know I haven't done that yet, but I thought since this just come out, more people probably want to watch this video. Let's just check the stations. Similar to the other one, except I need to acquire another tactical officer. I've got a problem here. I don't have another purple tactical officer. I need to find one, wait until one drops from this duty officer system or the assignment system. Alright, so that's how that one was configured. Change character, and I'll just show you the rest. Okay, Toby. He's a Romulan engineer. Level 56 or 7 or something. I did the Delta Rising Mindscape video with this guy. And as he's further along with his masteries, is up to number 3. They're taking a long time, I noticed. In the past, I sort of thought they went really fast. And this time it's like taking forever. Maybe it's because I've got twice the characters now. This guy needs to get a new impulse engine. I need to get the reputation for the Iconian. Yeah, need that. I want to make it all Iconian set. Once I've got a full Iconian set on one of my characters, which I need to grind away to do, I probably should focus on one person at a time to get it faster as well, I've realised. I'll make a video on that. So that's one of my goals too. You can see my specializations, my traits, and the stations. That's how they were set up. So once they're pretty similar, got the 2 tacticals set up properly here. So that's good. And the ship is ordinary because I've got ordinary shields. Alright. Okay, now Delta, the level 60 Federation Science Alien. Alright, he's got cool shields, making the ship look different. It's the Jem'Hadar resilient ones again, pretty similar to the other one. Obelisk there. You've got the Jem'Hadar impulse engines, but you've got the Iconian resistance deflector array. So that's good. Just got that. Yay. Okay, what have we got down here? Don't have as impressive stuff. See, it's not upgraded. This character's not been around as long. It's all Mark 10, 11, 12 stuff here. I've got 2 assimilated modules because why not? I realised you can keep buying them and have as many as you want. And they're pretty good because they do everything, don't they? Weapons, critical severity, critical chance, hull repair, graviton. And yeah, that stacks, alright? Obviously I'm hoping for that. I wish that drop had been a radiant anti-proton beam array Mark 12, because then I could have started replacing some of these, except they have been marked up, done up to 13. That's what that one's a 12, 14, 14. Anyway, I've been diverted from spending money on upgrading to spending money on Iconian sets. The ship looks cool though. So I've got 3 T6 ships now. Obviously, this, the Samsar, and the Odyssey. So once I've gotten Tier 6 Mastery with them all to unlock the extra trait, then I'll be, switching over. Okay. And the stations are set up similar to the other one. I guess the only difference on these are that I'm setting up the science ones a bit differently for each one, depending on... but anyway, this is a really good configuration. I like the way I did this. I did this earlier today. So we've got polarized hull, we've got hazard emitters, and they both reinforce your hull. And then you've got energy siphon to get you more energy, and also weakens your enemy. And then 2 things with the shields here. So, and then that helps, and that helps for healing. That also helps for healing. There's a trait that makes those help for healing. So some of these, they look like they do both healing and damage. I like anything that heals. And if it heals and does damage, then it's great. Sometimes you don't realize that the things that do damage, that look like they do damage, like tactical team, is actually something that helps with your, other stuff. So anyway, that's cool. Change character. And Timo. Okay, so this is the last one because after that it's Tim. Because Tim was the only person who had all his masteries unlocked, so this guy doesn't have it either. Nope, he's still just 1 and a bit. This guy's got probably the highest upgrades on. And look what I finally got. I should do a whole video on these. Tactical Vulnerability Exploiter gives you 35.6% anti-proton damage and 8.9% critical severity. Because I upgraded it from 12 to 14, obviously, and that's for anti-protons, and one's for beams and one's for anti-protons. So obviously I want to replace these 2. I want to keep buying them, probably need to get 3 more, depending on how many I can fit on my other ship or whatever. Yes, this is all gold too. That was all thanks to the Amiga stuff. Well, I've got an radiant anti-proton there, but it's not gold, it's still purple. So I can keep upgrading that. But yeah, I need to start upgrading these, except they're not the right, rarity. So you just got to hope you can get them up. And of course, I'm trying to get the Iconian sets. I've already got that on there, but I haven't swapped it over yet because I'm like, well, it's not really better than the Caboli one that's right there, is it? Not yet. Like once I've upgraded it and once I've got it as a whole set, so it works together as a set. Right now, I actually think that this is sort of the best way of having sort of little sets. I know that's not really going with anything else, is it? No. But you do get a button from this one. You get like that Caboli button. Like this one. Or do you get that with that? I don't know. Shield capacitor. I don't know. No. That's right, it's the Caboli warp core. I'm using the Caboli warp core somewhere on this. But not that one, must have gone past it. The ship looks pretty ordinary here. I think I customized it a bit. Not enough light for you to see. I've been getting good ground setup too, but this video is not supposed to be about my ground setup, is it? And the stations, similar to the last one as well, just sort of in different order. Pretty much. This one I've got 2 fire at rails, which is good, useful against the Iconians with all their tiny little probes and everything. Yeah, there's no red alert or anything for me to go into, so that's it. We'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching this video from the Tim of Borg show, and I do plan in the future to create a new character called Tim of Borg and do a run through of the whole series, but I'm not in a rush to do that right now. Alright, well yeah, so this is a pretty cool configuration, and it's a pretty cool ship, if you don't mind escorts that sort of are easy to die. Obviously it works well when you're in a mix of different ships, when you're doing the STFs, when you're doing these things, the PvEs. But if everybody in the PvE had the same ship, then you probably all just die and not be able to win at the end. So it's always, you know, having the big ones and the little ones together that have different powers and make an armada complete and successful. Yeah, so it's a good ship if you want to pilot and fly around and stuff like that. It's a bit like, I think it's like the Defiant, except it's a Ferengi ship, you know? Anyway, it's pretty crazy looking, I think. Alright, well, please subscribe to my videos and thumbs up, favorite, watch them, like my videos, and share them with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Alright, see ya. Till next time. Bye.